This is the video tutorial for the Happy Days lip balm pouch. It has a handy lobster clasp to attach to a lanyard or inside your bag or on your belt. And this is how you make it. You'll need fabric for the front, fabric for the lining, fabric for the tag and a lobster clasp. We'll start by making the tab. Take your tab fabric and place right sides downwards. Then crease your tab in half and press. Open out and take this edge and place it on that centre crease you've just made. And do the same for this side. And then fold over and add a couple of clips. I've added a couple of clips to hold everything in place, and now I'm going to take it over to the sewing machine and sew quite close to the edge along each of the long edges. Thread your tab through your lobster clasp and add a clip. Finally, add a few tacking stitches across the bottom of the tab. Take your back piece of fabric and fold it right sides together in half lengthways. This is just determining the centre. Finger press, or you can take it out to your iron. Open out, then take your tab that you've just made and place it on that centre crease line. Line it all up, and when you're happy with the position, add a pin or a clip. Tack into place. I've tacked my tab into place. Now I'm taking the remaining piece of fabric and I'm going to place it right sides together on top. Line up all the sides and edges, and when you're happy with it, add a few clips. I've added some clips and I've remembered to leave my gap sign around 5 centimetres from this bottom edge. And now I'm going to sew all the way around, starting at the edge of my gap sign using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Starting there, sew to the top and stop, across and stop, along to the bottom and stop, across the bottom, stop, and then returning to your gap. Do a few back stitches there. I've sewn all the way around, and now I'm going to turn it the right way out through the gap I left. I've turned it the right way out and I've pushed out each of the 4 corners, and I've also tucked in the raw edges of the gap I left. Now I'm going to measure 7 centimetres from this bottom. Fold it over and make a sharp crease either with your fingers, or you can take it over to your iron. I've added some clips, and now I'm going to take it over the sewing machine and starting at the bottom using a scant 1/4 inch, so you're fairly close to the edge. Sew all the way along to the top and stop, and again this side all the way up and stop. And that's your Happy Days lip balm pouch with lobster clasp all finished.